Good afternoon. It's Andy Hudson. It's Incentive Concepts Live, another week, another live broadcast, and another unboxing challenge. Hello to everybody. We're glad that you joined us. We had a little technical difficulties there getting live, but I think we're in good shape now. So with that, I would like to bring on our special guests from Incentive Concepts. We have one and only Kevin Hagan and our sales rep from the northern part of the country, Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota, Sarah Swenson. There they are. What's up?
Hello, gang.
Hey, Andy.
How we
Sarah.
doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Good.
Oh, I am just fantastic. It's a beautiful day here in St. Louis. How are things up in Chicago, Kevin?
Very good. Sun's out. It's a little cool, but the weather's turning nicely so far.
Well, that's fantastic. Sarah, we're going to get to you in a second. The St. Louis Blues and the Minnesota Wild have been doing quite well and qualified for the Stanley Cup playoffs. Kevin, how are the Blackhawks doing?
I'm sorry, you must have frozen. I can't hear you.
All right. Well, it is baseball season, so we can talk more about the Cubs or the Cardinals. But just FYI, the Blues and the Wild did qualify for the Stanley Cup playoffs. And we won't talk about that other team. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Will you please introduce our special guest, Kevin?
Yeah. So we have Sarah from Minnesota, as you said. We do have a surprise guest for later, which we will pop out on you later. I know you don't know that, Andy, but Sarah and I put this together, so we'll throw that out there in a little bit. But Sarah's been with us now for many years and is doing a great job up in Minnesota area and has great relationships with her clients, has great product knowledge, which we'll find here that she knows everything that comes out of that box.
Every single thing. No pressure, Sarah.
Oh, boy.
But wait, you do not look like you're in Minnesota. What's going on?
Well, I happen to actually be in Florida because I had some finishing touches to do. My daughter, who a lot of my customers know, made a decision to go to University of Tampa. So we came down to finish up some stuff. So I'm in Florida, loving it.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, we're all jealous of you being in Florida, but so your daughter's going to University of Tampa.
Yes.
That means you must be a mother. Okay, right, of course. So last weekend was Mother's Day. And anything special happened for you on Mother's Day?
Well, it was a beautiful day in Minnesota, which was wonderful. And I received some plants and some gloves and wonderful tools to start gardening. And that should happen probably next weekend. I'm looking forward to it. But you know what's even better than Mother's Day, Andy?
Mm-hmm.
Grandparents' Day. And guess what? We have a new grandparent.
And who's that?
Kevin Hagan.
Well, congrats, Kevin. Actually, we set you up, Kevin. We got
there he is. There's my boy.
So who do we got here, Kev?
That is my grandson, Quinn James. He was born actually one day after my birthday on May 3rd. So just a brand new baby. He's a great little kid so far. I mean, it's been amazing to have this and just truly blessed to see this. It's great.
Wonderful. And what a view there for him. Both pictures.
Yeah. The first one on the left is the Chicago skyline. My son is a doctor, so he had a little insight on a good room that they put him in for get a little sunlight.
Love it. Love it. And the other one, he's checking out the fire, keeping warm. That's fantastic. Well, Congratulations. Great pictures. Thanks for letting us share those. Thanks to your son for letting us share those. Before we get too much further, we're going to try something a little new today. We are having a Q&A with Sarah as things happen here. Now, people submitted some questions in advance, Sarah, but you can also put them in the chat and I will read them to you. Now, they have to be rated PG-13 or PG, no rated R.
No questions came in that you can read?
Well, yes, yeah, some of them did. So let's make sure that we put some questions in the chat. Any questions for Sarah? I will make sure to read them in a very appropriate way, Sarah. But before we get to those and before we get to the box, I have a question for you, Sarah. You've been at this for more than 25 years, which must mean you started when you were like 10 years old.
Right.
But what has happened in the past several years that like new trends or significant new trends in the industry?
Well, I would say coming from Incentive Concepts, definitely events were part of our new trends, but over the years, I've seen anything from, well, when I started, from cutting and pasting catalogs, or actually taping and presenting, to having presentations over in seconds. And I think the biggest thing is Incentive Concepts continues to see that we need to evolve and bring new ideas. And even when COVID hit, they still, with events that were on site, typically went to virtual, and they worked out great. And we're excited, though, we're going back to in-person events. But I think the one thing that's continued over the years is the brand names that we bring to you. And that's what's important, and recognition and incentive or programs and all kinds of things just continue, and safety awards. And I hope it just keeps going, and Incentive Concepts brings us additional ideas and opportunities to you guys.
Awesome. So you said you would clip stuff with scissors and tape.
Oh, yeah.
And tape. Kevin, was that you've been around long enough, Grandpa? Would you have to do that, or?
I never did that. I've always been on this side of the business, not as the sales rep, but I have certainly seen that done for many years. And the consistent thing, like Sarah said, is really the brands continue to be popular and exciting and needed. We also have custom direct as an opportunity for us too. So there's some new opportunities there, as providing or developing your own product and creating your own item here. So a lot of progression over the years, but certainly I do remember clipping out the little pictures and pasting them and sending those out. So that has changed dramatically over the years.
All right, cool. Somebody forgot to mute her phone. Okay, that's all right. We won't hold it against you. So we're here to see what's in this box, and we want people to come up with clever names of what the theme is for the box. So make sure as we're watching here, you're kind of thinking through what the clever name might be. So Sarah, why don't you go ahead and cut open that box? And while you're doing that, I'm going to ask the first viewer question that came in during the RSVP. And this is from Sandy Schrock from BI Worldwide. And she asks, will there be Bose products in your surprise box?
Well, I don't know that, Sandy, but I do want to say, I think Incentive Concepts has done amazing with the Bose brand, but they've actually really, in the last 8 years I've been with them, grown, bringing us all amazing brands that we're doing just as well. Last month I did just as well with furniture, because we're bringing brands that really resonate with your customers. And your
All right. Well, let's see what the first thing we got in there is.
Well, it looks like it's something I can speak to. Kate Spade. Yay.
Nice.
Which one am I? So this is a wonderful crossbody. Should I take them all out or just go one by one?
One at a time. One at a time. Yeah.
This is a wonderful crossbody. I believe this belongs to the Spencer collection. It's got plenty of room, nice lining, the gold trim, and you can make it a crossbody, oops, or wear it probably right around your shoulder.
Lovely. Kate Spade. Kate Spade's a wonderful brand. Kevin, anything about Kate Spade you'd like to add?
Yeah, I think what needs to be kind of pointed out here is that we purchased Kate Spade on a quarterly basis. So we actually buy the inventory and have the inventory in our warehouse. So we're always current. We always know what we have. We're not necessarily relying on what additional stock is in their warehouse. It's what we know we've got. So we can be more consistent in providing that information for programs for you.
Okay, cool. What's the next thing you got in there, Sarah?
I have another piece, and I'm going to peek really quick. This is this is another crossbody.
Okay.
In a different color. It's wonderful. Same thing. We've got some incredible interior lining that makes it pop a little bit. A zipper pocket. It can be a shoulder bag as well.
Okay. So it looks like they're almost the same bag.
They are
side by side.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. So we got 2 Kate Spade purses so far. Before we get to the next thing, let's ask another viewer question, if you don't mind. This is a good one. This is Jamie Ridley from California. Protege is the company. And I don't know if it's a he or a she. So Jamie asks, backpack, hat, water bottle, notebook, t-shirt, and sweatshirt. How do we switch up these swag basics? Great question, Jamie. What do you think, Sarah?
I'm going to be honest. I think it starts with an incredible salesperson that realizes that we don't have to do the traditional swag bag. I have one customer that makes it personal. So they're putting some brand names in there that really curtail to that person, that makes it very special. And that's how she actually won a very large client. So I think personalizing it with brand names is the way to go.
Okay, wonderful. He or she, I don't know if Jamie's a he or she, I apologize. Jamie asked one more question. Execs have it all. How can we impress without blowing the budget?
I would say the execs do have it all, but they love their brand names. And a lot of times people think if you're going to get a brand name, it has to be very expensive. But I'll take, for example, Briggs & Riley comes to mind. They have these packing cubes that not everybody has. So it's a great gift. And if they happen to already have it, you can share it with the family. But it's a budget friendly item that still is a brand name that people love.
Wonderful. Kevin, anything to add on that as far as executive gifts?
I think that's a great answer. Maybe even personalizing it a little bit, putting the personalization on there if we can in certain situations makes it a little bit more important to that individual as well.
Absolutely.
For sure. Joyce Engberg says, good job, Vanna, and great bag. Do you know Joyce Engberg?
All my love.
All right. Well, good job, Vanna, Sarah. So let's get to the next thing here in your box and see what we've got.
One thing I do want to say about Kate Spade. I don't think a lot of people know that Kate Spade is a great brand for people that have clients that like foundations. One of the things that they do every year is give away $1 million to people that need maybe mental wellness or economic hard times in different countries. So it's a good point that if you have somebody that likes that foundation feel with a brand, this is the brand to choose.
Wonderful, wonderful. And we did put a link to Kate Spade in the chat. So let's see what else is in there right now, okay?
Well, we have some jewelry.
Oh.
It's beautiful. It's the signature flower, or the spade, I'm sorry, in gold. And that's the one thing I don't think people realize. It's not just handbags, it's jewelry. We have lots of fun bracelets or necklaces. And Kate Spade even goes as far as into clothing and different items too. But if we're trying to hit a different budget, this is going to be a little bit more affordable. So another fun thing. Kate Spade has done very well for us as far as like if there's a women's conference or it's just a neat thing, even for that swag bag. Usually you want, maybe they're on a trip and you want to give a male and a female gift, throw in a Kate, throw in maybe a Briggs toiletry bag, something like that.
Awesome. So another Kate Spade item, Kevin.
Yes.
I know that we put together some bundles that include jewelry and a few other things. You want to talk to those?
Yeah. So we have, as Sarah said, there's different price points available there, and this brings in a little bit lower price point than their typical bags and things like that. So we do have a lot of different packages that we put together internally. We do have the products separately as well. Kate Spade and Incentive Concepts have seen an increase in the jewelry because of Zoom meetings. A lot of people are looking to accessorize from the waist up. No one's wearing pants, but everybody's wearing jewelry. So
Well, now we have no question what you're doing behind that desk. Short as it is.
It's made a big
TMI.
I didn't say anything about me. I was just saying most people.
Okay, great. Okay, viewers, we want some questions in the chat for Sarah. Okay, you can ask anything really. I mean, as long as it's PG-13 or PG. So put some chats in or put some questions in the chat so we can ask her. All right. Actually, Todd Faber from BI Worldwide has a question for you. He says, how do you maintain your glamorous, youthful appearance?
Oh, Todd, aren't you smooth? It's wonderful customers like yourself that keep me on my toes and I have to stay young for.
Love it. Thank you, Todd. That was a great question. Okay, good job. All right, let's see what else we got in there.
Okay.
And by the way, while you're opening this up, viewers, you will have a chance, we'll tell you in a few minutes, to enter to win one of these awesome prizes. The winner will get to choose something from her box. So what do we got now?
Really? Because I thought I got to keep it all, Andy.
Yeah, not too bad.
All right, for Sandy, we've got some sunglasses, and I'm sure you're all aware, because I keep you informed, as well as Kevin, that we have these wonderful glasses from Bose, and they are amazing that you can listen to your music. I think I've spoken to these before when I did another show. My favorite thing is when I'm Bluetoothing to them and walking my dog and having conversations that are very clear and precise. And all my neighbors think I'm crazy because I'm just talking away with nothing in my hands, but I don't care. But these are wonderful. We keep coming out with additional battery life as well as styles, because they really became popular. And we have a sport, we have a soprano, tenor. We're going to keep coming to you with some great styles. One thing too is a lot of people ask for prescription lenses. That is something you can look into for yourself and work with your doctor or whatever they're called. Sorry. And do. But Bose always is bringing us amazing products, and I'm very excited that they're in here, especially for you.
All right. Okay. Optometrist.
Thank you.
There you go. Okay, good. All right. Kevin, anything you want to add about Bose frames?
No, I think everybody's pretty familiar with the frames. There's a lot of different options, and there are some different lenses that you can interchange the lenses as well. So there's a lot of packages we can put together for the different price points in that as well.
Okay. By the way, Daniel Lucker, who's watching, said gender reveal, new baby. So let's just clarify, Daniel. No, it wasn't a gender reveal, but it is Kevin's grandson, his first grandson that we've put a picture up on, and his name is Quinn. Quinn, middle name?
Quinn James.
Quinn James. Okay, fantastic. All right, good stuff. So we just put in the chat the link to where you can go enter to win something from this box. Let's see what else we got next, Sarah.
We have some Costa Del Mar sunglasses, which we do an incredible job with because these lenses are out of this world. Any of you doing a Maui event, you need to stop doing that because we by far pass up with lenses. They did start down in Florida as a company, and they know how to be on the water, but it's not just a glass that needs to be on the water fishing. They're very stylish and fun frames. We are doing very well with events too. You get to try them on and have some fun.
There we go.
For me?
You look fantastic, and yeah, you look. I'm glad you put those on, Kevin. I noticed the box was a little bit different than most boxes.
Oh, yes.
Did you catch that?
I did not.
Okay, so what is that called, Sarah?
This is another one that we love. It's for their foundation with the nets, and actually they clean up the oceans and take the nets and recycle them and put it into the frames, and it's a great foundation that's helping our waters.
Okay, so that's called O-Search, I believe. And remember, folks, we want to know what the theme of the box is. A clever name for the theme of Sarah's box. So start putting that in the chat. The chat. Jamie Ridley asks another question. Awesome, Jamie. I'm all about presentation. Is there any way to customize the packing in the box? I wonder what he's asking there. Maybe like a custom box or something. Jamie, I'm going to answer that if you don't mind. Tune in 2 weeks from today on our next episode on May 27th, because we have a really exciting announcement that may answer that question perfectly. So if I think I know what you're asking there. So Sarah, let's see what else is in there.
Take it a step further.
Okay.
I think what he's asking is, take our Bose sunglasses. We can't decorate on the sunglasses because it's actually considered a medical device. But we could definitely work with you to put a little note in the box and make it a personal experience. So that's how I took that question. Not sure, but we can decorate the Costa cases. And really, we are trying to be able to provide that for every product that we put out here for you guys, because it's a very important thing.
Good. Yeah, I didn't think of his question in that way, but yeah, that's perfect. Okay, what else have we got there? All right.
But we have the last thing, and it's a Briggs & Riley Rhapsody. And what I love about this collection is basically it's very female orientated. I'm thinking they want me to be fashionable, guys, with everything they've given me here, but who knows? The greatest thing about Briggs is they've come so far in their personalization program. And we have some really cool videos about actually how they do personalize it one by one, and it's beautiful work. But they came out with this. There's a blue and this beautiful burgundy, but they have lots of pockets. They make it for travel, user-friendly, of ease, everything they do. The greatest thing, if people don't know about Briggs, is has a lifetime warranty. And so let's just say this kind of became faulty. You can send it back, they'll replace, or they'll fix it or replace it. And that is something you don't hear of in our industry.
Wonderful. And Briggs and Riley was our guest on our last episode, Kevin, and they were really hitting on that lifetime guarantee. Do you have anything to add about that?
No, it's just, it is a fantastic guarantee. It's a 100% lifetime. So it's not prorated. It won't disappear. It covers 100% of the bag for as long as you own it. So, you know, they are a little bit more expensive, but in the long run, you're not buying 6 or 7 of them across your travels, and they're going to last you for as long as you need them to.
All right, cool. Head on over to incentiveconcepts.com/unbox to enter to win one of these prizes. There are some great theme names coming in, so I'm going to read a few of these real quick, okay? Kevin, unless you have them up there. Do you have them up there? Or?
Go ahead. No, I've got them on a different page.
Okay, I got MP says a girl's best friends. Love that.
Ooh,
Love that
I like
box
it.
name. Julie says Christmas in June. And then her second comment is or May. I mean, we're in May. It's Christmas in June, Christmas in May. Love that, Julie. Michael says Sarah's transition from geek to glam.
Oh, Michael, you're spot on.
Michael Wandell. Okay,
Yes,
good.
yes.
And let's see. Jamie says gotta get away for the theme. So that's fantastic. Love the theme names here. Do you have a favorite so far there, Sarah?
I'm thinking geek to glam is my favorite.
So there, it's decided from
But leave
geek
it
to
up to
glam.
Michael.
That's fantastic. Okay, we have a few more questions for you
Okay.
before you show everybody every single product here. So Marty Kaufman says, what makes Incentive Concepts different from the competition?
Well, they definitely offer everything from the incredible, impeccable customer service that whether you're dealing with them directly or I'm dealing with them, I can bring you answers immediately. They offer feeds. They work with some rebate programs or special events. They kind of have packaged it all up and are bringing you the best, better.
Wonderful, wonderful. Have anything to add there, Kevin? That was well said.
That was well said. And I think I saw a special guest walk by. So why don't we bring in our special guest here for the last few minutes and say hi.
Okay, go for it. I don't even know who this is.
So as you know, in 1978, this Cassidy and Company started, and some of the customers might miss Mr. Bill.
How are you, Bill?
Pardon me?
How are you? Good to see you.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
This is fantastic. Bill, I've never met you in person, but how's Sarah taking care of you this week?
I'm doing very well. She takes me into all the finest restaurants. We drive through
McDonald's, you
McDonald's,
know.
Taco Bell. I'm doing well. But you notice the outfits?
Oh, very.
Uniforms.
There you go.
All by chance. Trust me. Like a
What
lot
do you?
of-
So, Bill, this is a surprise for me, but how are things going in your world with this whole pandemic? And are you healthy, first of all? And
Yeah.
what do you think? What do you think about the industry and how it's responded?
Well, it responded very well. Like Sarah said, the response that Incentive Concepts, as well as some other people have, it's been incredible because everything's, email, text, etc. Zoom.
Yep.
That's a word that people are probably getting tired of hearing, but it's a fact of life today.
Yep.
And get a lot accomplished.
But I do have to add to that, Incentive Concepts, and Andy, I have to give you some kudos running all of these. We've done really well trying to still be in person with all of you. And that's what we miss and we want to get back to, but we've done a great job and I'm very proud of this team.
So
Wonderful, wonderful.
Kevin, or something like that.
Kevin, you have any questions for Bill or Sarah before we wrap it up here?
No, we just probably should go over all the pieces in the box just one last time there. And Bill, you can hang on and show some off for us as well.
One
And
for him. Here.
we'll have, the customer can choose one of these next, one of the
Oh.
prizes out of all this.
Okay.
Oh,
So
right.
we have Kate Spade, don't forget, crossbody, beautiful trim with gold zipper, which I like because nobody can sneak in there and steal anything.
There you go.
Costa sunglasses, which are remarkable lenses. You'll not be unhappy.
Mhm.
and my jewelry would be a real nice accessory for you.
Rhapsody on the go.
This is going to
Beautiful.
pop on my black shirt, you know.
For sure.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
And then of course we have the Bose sunglasses, which I'm telling you, if you don't have these, and you, let's just say you have kids and you go on a vacation and you're on the beach and you really don't want to listen to a bunch of arguing or anything, you can put these on, be listening to your music and smile away and they think you're super happy.
All right, fantastic. Bill, you must be popular. There's all these comments coming in the chat saying,
Yeah.
Mr. Bill, Billy, Bill, wow, awesome surprise from Dan Bull. Looking good, Bill, from Courtney Rains. Hey, Mr. Cassidy from Tom Sferator. And
Mr.
miss
Oh.
you, Bill. Miss you, Big Bill. Big hug and smiles from Joyce Enberg.
All right.
So,
Oh, and
yeah.
Well, love you all. Miss
Okay.
you all. Love you all.
All right, we got to wrap it up, but just a few last things here. Okay, so go to incentiveconcepts.com/unbox and enter to win one of these awesome items that Sarah just showed. Tune in in 2 weeks,
Yeah,
May 27th. Yeah, you do the necklace. Incentiveconcepts.com/live 2 weeks from today, May 27th. And our episode is called Gift Giving with a Purpose. And you're going to really want to tune into this because this is a new corporate gifting option that will surprise and delight the gift recipient while contributing to a brighter future. It's going to be really cool, and you're going to want to tune into that. One more question, viewer question, Sarah. Okay. This came from somebody that I don't know, I know pretty well. What are the names of the pair of large statues involving American folk heroes located in Bemidji, Minnesota?
you mean Paul Bunyan?
And
That's
And
one.
the ox, blue ox.
there you go. Good job. Paul Bunyan and Babe the Blue Ox.
Babe.
Good for you.
Babe,
You got
Babe.
it. Okay, good. I had to leave it with that. All right.
was a
Folks,
stumper,
Kevin, any closing thoughts?
No, Sarah, great job today. Thank you, Bill, for coming on. It's great to see you, buddy. It's a long time.
Good to see you guys.
All right.
All
Thank
right.
you.
That's all.
All right. Sarah, thanks so much. Again,
Thank you.
incentiveconcepts.com/live. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Everybody have a wonderful day.
Great. Thank you guys.
Thanks. See ya.
Bye-bye.